guys, welcome to the channel. As always, thank you very much for stopping by. And we are gonna put this engine back in the car. Probably today, just gonna put it back in it. And I'm not quite sure if we're gonna finish it today. But to do that, we are hopefully Dave is gonna help us with this thing. All right, Dave. Dave, you gonna help us, right? All right, there he is. He's David, a very good friend of us. Come here, please.
Hey guys.
Yeah, there he's. This is David. He's probably you guys saw him on another video. When the first time we worked on the what was it, the white one? Yeah, right. Yeah, the white one. We pulled the engine on the white one. He also have a what's it called a project car, right?
Yeah.
He's got a S14. No.
S13.
S13.
Yeah.
S14 coupe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you want to tell us something about this?
Yeah. I guess we're knocking this out today. Hopefully we drop it in and it goes easy. But
right.
We always cross our fingers for that one.
Yeah. He actually he used his S13 for a drift car, right? That's a drift car.
Oh yeah. I do have a drift car. Yeah. SR20, you know,
SR20.
it's not as cool as this, but you know,
Yeah, man, that thing is crazy. Hopefully, we're gonna make some video with his car on the drift track. Some of these probably it's gotta be the next year probably because right
in
now,
the season, but you know, hopefully we get out there and see some videos and give you guys some entertainment. You know?
Right, we're probably gonna do some review on his car one of these days. So hopefully, we're gonna do that by the end of the year. So that's it pretty much, and then. Please guys stay tuned so that way you guys gonna see what's gonna happen with this engine, and you already know we're gonna sell this car. We already got the 10 coilovers right there that's gonna be installed also, and the wheels we're gonna replace the wheels. It won't come with these wheels. We have some 19s back there, and we want to keep this wheel. We don't want to let it go.
Yeah, no.
They're hard to find. All right guys, so basically we're just gonna put this thing up on jack stands, and then hopefully we can put it on today. All right guys, one more time, I dropped the subframe down in case you guys haven't seen the video how you pull this engine out. So the best way for me to pull this engine out and to put it back on is dropping the subframe down. Since we already know, or you might gonna have a issue or problem to get the oil pan out because the steering rack, right there, you might gonna have a small issue. So I always decide to disconnect it right here. Yeah, you're gonna have to align them up later on, but take it to alignment place probably. But I prefer to do that than being struggling to getting this thing out or putting it back in. What you're gonna disconnect is gonna be the shocks. You're gonna disconnect this arm right here, this bar, tension bar, and you also are gonna disconnect the straight bar from the back. You're gonna disconnect the straight bar right there. And same thing on the other side. The brake line, it can stay right there. You shouldn't be too much. It shouldn't have too much pressure on it. It can hold it. That's it pretty much. Same thing on the other side. And what is gonna be holding your cross member is gonna be the upper control arm. And right there we have plenty of room. So that's the way I always do it. It saved me a lot of time. I don't struggle too much to put this thing back on, and that's it pretty much. Now we can continue with this thing. I'm sorry, I have a lot of mess in here. There is cooling, brake lines, fluid. It looks like a mess. All right, guys. Just a small advice for you, or a tip. If you oil this stick, it doesn't want to come out. If you do oil pan or oil pump replace, and you put the oil pan on, and you never touch this thing and you always had it on, but it doesn't want to come out. That means that thing right there is where the oil stick, dipstick is supposed to go. It happens to me twice, and last time I never figured out what was the issue, what was the problem. But this time, since I got the engine out, I pulled it out, all the oil pan again, to find out what was the problem. And right there is my problem. I never pulled the oil dipstick out, so that's why this thing was holding it. It grabbed it and it never let it go. And that's how we install it, guys. Engine is already in, the motor mounts are in place, both sides, and what I'm gonna do now is hook up the trans, like the support, the transmission mount. I'm sure you guys already know how to hook that all together. So that's gonna be it. I'm gonna be doing this now, and probably tomorrow I'm gonna start working early and I will finish it. Hopefully we can get this thing tomorrow running. Alright guys, we got almost everything now. I still gotta put the balance tube in there. That's it. I got all the harness, all the injectors, all the connectors on the back. I got all the hooked up. Got the fuel lines, coil packs, all the vacuum hose from here. I still gotta put the I still gotta connect the intake manifold on this side. I still gotta connect the intake pipe on this side, but I got new clamps, so I just gotta go pick it up and put it on. Okay. Guys, seems like everything is hooked up. Oh shit, me falta una bobina acá. Alright guys, seems like everything is hooked up. Hook up. Seems like we have everything plugged in place. Seems like we have everything plugged in place. So this thing should be running right and smoothly. Ábrele el switch 2-3 veces. Ya te digo. Luego sí. Abre el switch. No se oye la bomba. Ya no la abriste. Ciérralo. Ok, ¿sí tiene gasolina, va? Ok. Here we go. Intenta arrancarlo. Dale. Dale, no lo sueltes. Ya, págalo.
¿Qué salió?
Gasolina. Here it is, the first problem. It just show up. There's a fuel line right here. This one, or probably the one in the bottom. A ver, abre el switch. Abre el switch. Oh, it's this one right here. It's this one right here. All right, ciérralo. The car did start. That was good. But the problem was the fuel line right there. I think it has a small pinch or something. I gotta fix that first. Well, this thing is definitely not good. I don't know how did that shit happens. Oh no, just gotta replace that. That's crazy. Here we go again. Let's try one more time. Dale, hoy. Sí. Sounds great! We just gotta let it warm up a little bit. As you can see, the idle, it goes down already. And all that smoke is something on that it wasn't the exhaust and all that. Since we flipped the engine, all the engine, the exhaust manifold, it's got some oil. Sounds great. I really like how the way it sounds. All the ticking noise is just going away because we removed the all lifters. We removed the lifters, so that's why they got like they try it out, I guess. All that was there when I bleed the clutch, and that's it pretty much. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and this is how we finish this engine, or building this engine. We already put them on, we started, we let them warm up a little bit, and sounds great. It doesn't look like amazing builds like other guys do, but you know, they have to do a lot of bleeds, clean the engine bay and all that. But this thing, we just get this thing running, fix all the oil leak, and replace a lot of gasket on this thing. I'm so happy that this thing is running right, but as you guys do, I'm gonna check this thing like the right position. I still gotta check the cam to be on the right, the cast. I still gotta check the cast to be on the right position. So probably I'm gonna do that in another video, not quite sure. We have the coilovers. I gotta solve the coilovers, and I'm gonna paint the calipers, so it's not gonna look too ugly and dirty. And also a few other stuff. That's it guys, thank you so much for the support to the channel. I really appreciate that. I know a lot of you have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate that. And I apologize if some of my videos are a little boring, you know, but we do what we can do with it. We do what we can do, and hopefully we get better. But this time we got this thing running. There is some stuff that I messed up with it, but luckily I couldn't fix it. Like the oil pan, the dipstick on the oil pan, that's gonna be in another video. Watch out with that when you guys replace the oil pan. And also the fuel line was leaking, and that's it pretty much. I'm gonna continue working on this thing tomorrow, and hopefully I get it ready. No, I don't think it's gonna be ready. Probably Saturday morning, or the Saturday is gonna be running on the street. Since I gotta put the coilovers, probably I'm gonna paint the calipers tomorrow. I'm gonna start the coilovers, and we're gonna take it for the ride, see how it works. Alright guys, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it, and I guess I'll catch you guys later on the next